Returning to the bag of 15 marbles. Suppose you randomly select two different marbles and they're both green. The word different indicates that we will select without replacement because we cannot pick the same marble twice. Thus, the probability of selecting a green and then a green is 2/15 times 1/14. This is because if we did select a green marble first, we would have to keep it out, reducing the number of available green marbles down to 1 and the total marbles available down to 14. The actual multiplication rule is this. It's used when two things are selected. The probability of A and B is equal to the probability of A happening times the probability of B happening given A already occurred. The little vertical segment is read given that or knowing that. The second probability is a conditional probability. In our problem, we want to find the probability that we select a green on the first draw and then select a green on the second draw, given that a green was selected on the first draw. It is the 2/15 times the 1/14. The 1/14 is the conditional probability adjusted for getting green on the first draw. Suppose instead the marbles were selected with replacement. We would still follow the multiplication rule. 2/15 is still the probability of a green marble in the first draw, but now the probability of green next, given that a green was selected on the first draw and replaced, is 2/15. Our final probability of 2 green is thus 4 out of 225, and not the 2 out of 210 when selecting without replacement. Find the probability of selecting two different marbles at random and having the first be blue and the second be red. The probability is 8/15 times 5/14. 5/14 is the conditional probability. It's based on the condition that a blue was selected first and not replaced. This reduced the total available marbles down to 14, 5 of which are red. I refer to the following approach as shrinking the sample space. The sample space is the set of possible outcomes. Returning to the table of college students and who is working, if one of the students is randomly selected and it is a freshman, find the probability that this student works. Let's just shrink the sample space down from the initial 80 students to only the 20 freshmen because we are given that the student selected is a freshman. Hence, our answer is 3/20. 3 of 20 freshmen work. Take a few seconds to try this next problem. Given a working student was selected, determine the probability that he/she was a senior. We can simply shrink the sample space from all 80 students down to what was given, the 26 students who work. Of these 26, 8 are seniors. Thus, 8/26 is our probability. Now do this. Find the probability of randomly selecting two different students and both are working. This would be 26/80 times 25/79 because the first selection caused the second selection to be made from a reduced sample space.